Well, hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. Welcome back to the TubeBuddy channel. Really excited today. We're going to talk about suggested video views, and I am just pumped to have you guys on board. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Throw me a chat if I'm coming through okay in Skype. So guys, today I've got a wonderful presentation here that I've put together, spent some time in, really talking about some interesting points that Google and YouTube have made about suggested videos. And you know what's so very powerful? I'm in a weird window. Oh, yes, I see that. Thank you. See, that's why you're there. Good job, Andrew. Anyway, there's a normal window. Thanks, Andrew. Anyway, like I was saying, so I've got a super awesome presentation. We're going to talk specifically about what some Google engineers have shared about the algorithm. We're going to take cues from statements made by YouTube, really addressing how to drive more views, what they measure. We're going to talk about thumbnails. We're going to talk about what works today, what doesn't work. We're going to talk about really formatting your video titles to drive views, to make it all happen. And I am so excited to see you guys here. I'm about to go live here with the presentation, and I see, there we go. I see indeed I am on the TubeBuddy channel. I just pulled that up on the iPad so I can see you guys chatter and whatnot. Let me know what is going on with your channel. I want to hear from you. It is so great to have you here. Wondering, do you use TubeBuddy? If not, check out the link in the description. Again, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Let's do this. I see all kinds of people dropping in. Again, absolute pleasure to have you here. I'm excited to share some of this information with you. I think it's going to be something you're going to dig. So let's do this. Now, I'm not going to see you guys. Looks pretty good. I lost the control panel, but indeed, you should. Oh, I need to. There you have it. Let's do this again. I can't. It's a little funny with the setup today, but let's do this. Let's push up to a display panel. That is our weird view. And now let's come into this. So again, my name is Brian G. Johnson. I've been an online entrepreneur for quite some time, and I've really made it my mission to understand how algorithms impact the ability to grow an audience, whether we're talking about Google search, whether we're talking about YouTube, whether we're talking about Facebook. It always boils down to an algorithm. And when you understand how the algorithm works, you're going to have a far easier time being able to move forward and grow your channel. Did you guys see this statement here? This gets me fired up. Check this out. Now, this comes from YouTube. This isn't from Brian Johnson. This was taken from the YouTube creators website. And it says, your goal is to keep audience retention as close to 100% as you can. And then they go on and say, and videos with consistently high audience retention and watch time have potential to show up more frequently in search and suggested locations. YouTube has told us what we should focus on. YouTube has told us that audience retention is king. And that's what we're going to talk about in this presentation, but there's a lot more to it. This is how you identify your audience retention. It's located right inside YouTube Analytics. I mean, I get so fired up because here we have YouTube. YouTube says, if you want to get views, well, you should improve your audience retention. Keep your audience retention to 100%. And then you go into YouTube Analytics, and there's a button, and the button is audience retention. And you can literally measure how long people are watching your videos, which is the very thing that YouTube has said that they reward. So first off is know this. I talk about audience retention quite often because it's mission critical. If you think it's impossible for a small channel to grow, make no mistake. When your audience retention is high, you'll be able to grow. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Is it possible? Absolutely. And in this live stream, we're going to make it happen. Are you guys feeling it? If you guys are feeling it, just give me a heck yes. Brian G, let's do this. Something in the chat. I am fired up. Now, there's a few other things, right? Now, notice YouTube has said videos with consistently high audience retention and watch time. So really, it's two things. This statement is telling us that number one, audience retention is mission critical, and number two, watch time. Watch time is the path to grow, and that's why big channels have it easier. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. When you've got 100,000 subscribers, you have an easier time because you can accumulate watch time. I was pretty amazed. Check out this screen capture, guys. My video on iMovie special effects has accumulated 731,000 minutes of watch time, and that helps it rank. But it also has good retention. So my question is, how the heck do we do this? How do we make it happen for a small channel to move forward, to get results? Well, we're going to do it with what I call the retention ritual. And if you don't know, the word ritual means to perform a series of actions in a prescribed order. I'm going to repeat that. The word ritual means to perform a series of actions according to a prescribed order. And I'm going to give you the prescribed order right now. Now, it begins by really understanding what the viewer wants. Guys, I want to ask some questions. I really want your participation. When you understand and apply what I'm going to share right now, I guarantee you'll drive more views. So we want to understand the viewer wants. Think of it like this. Think of the video you last published. You just published a video a day ago, a week ago. Whether that video drove 100 views or 1,000, those viewers have wants. When they see your video, they want something. And the more you're able to understand the wants of the viewer, the better you'll do. So my question is, when somebody searches for Halloween costume, what do they want? And here's a trick. We want to go into detail. We want specific information. And the more information we know about the searcher, at that point, then we're going to be able to tailor the video to give them what they want. Halloween costume. The problem with this, is it a men's Halloween costume? Is it a women's Halloween costume? How about this? Kids candy corn witch costume. Well, I know if I make a video about a candy corn costume that it's much more targeted. I've got a lot more to go on. It's a lot easier to understand the wants and needs of the viewer. Let's take it into YouTube. Let's talk about gaming, okay? If somebody searches for Let's Play Overwatch, what do they want? Do we really know what a viewer wants when they search for Let's Play Overwatch? I mean, it's kind of general. There's a lot of different characters. There's different styles of play. There's different strategies. What about this? Soldier 76 Advanced Guide. Now, Soldier 76 is a character in Overwatch. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that people that search for that, they don't want to watch gameplay. They don't want an Overwatch Let's Play. They want some information on Soldier 76. And when I know that, it means I can create a video that they're going to be more interested in because I know what they're after. Does this make sense? Are you guys kind of seeing how this works? Now hang on. because we're just getting warmed up. You see, the thing about Let's Play is it's really competitive. If you were to search YouTube right now for Let's Play Overwatch, you'd find there are over 5 million video results. That's very competitive. And furthermore, we really don't know what viewers want. But what if we search for Soldier 76? Well, check this out. Right now, people are searching for Soldier 76 Advanced Guide, Advanced Tips, and these are real search terms. And furthermore, you know what the viewer wants. You can give them what they want. You can make a guide, and they're going to be happy. And here's where it gets even better. There are only 190,000 search results for Soldier 76 compared to over 5 million. Here's the thing. If you want to grow, if you're passionate about YouTube, start by understanding what the viewer wants and target keyword phrases that are very specific. You can do this if you're a vlogger. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. You can do this if you're a gamer. You can identify very specific search terms. You can do this if you're an entrepreneur. This works in every single niche, period. And when you go down the path of figuring out how to make it happen, you're going to do much better. So now we know that we can create a video title. And we can create a video title based on a specific keyword phrase, like Soldier 76 Advanced Guide. Now, every time I create a video title, I do this. I begin the video title with the target keyword phrase. What's the target keyword phrase? Soldier 76 Advanced Guide. Bam. There it is. The video title begins, Soldier 76 Advanced Guide. At the end, what I'll do is an optional step is to add an enticing phrase, or maybe even a secondary keyword phrase. So think about something like Soldier 76 Dirty Little Secrets, or Soldier 76 Powerful Hacks. That is really enticing, and it's going to increase people's wanting to click through. That is super, super powerful, because now we're building a video based on the keyword phrase, and we're also adding a bit of enticement, but we're doing that at the end of the video title. Are you guys with me? Is this making sense? If you're new, if you're just dropping in, this is the TubeBuddy stream. Good to have you on board. My name is Brian G. Johnson, and we're talking about driving lots of views with suggested videos. Now, let's talk about thumbnails. And what I have for you here is exhibit number 1. Exhibit number 1. This actually comes from a document that YouTube no longer shares, but I found it. And what's interesting is in this old document, they mention that the effect of thumbnails is search traffic. The effect of thumbnails is high click-through rate. So when you make an enticing thumbnail, you're going to have more people clicking, and that is going to help you. Very powerful. It's almost as powerful as exhibit number 2, and that is this. Now, this is interesting because this statement was taken from a Google engineer who happens to work on the algorithm. And the document that this was pulled from talks about how the YouTube algorithm ultimately split tests videos and in order to really identify which videos should be pushed out to suggested. Check this out. Our final ranking objective is constantly being tuned based on A/B split testing, but is generally a simple function of expected watch time per impression. That last phrase was really powerful. YouTube is split testing, and they're looking at how much watch time per video impression your video gets. That means our goal is to increase the watch time per impression of the videos that are being shown. So think about this. When somebody is on YouTube and they're watching a video, then they've got a lot of opportunity to click on different videos. Whatever page you're on, you can always click to a different video. And YouTube measures how well videos drive clicks and accumulate watch time. Okay, how do we do it then? How do we achieve our goal? Well, we do this. Number one, we focus on creating thumbnails that increase thumbnail clicks or increase video clicks. It's imperative. It is mission critical. It is a necessity to create powerful thumbnails in order to get into suggested. It's a skill we all want to learn as YouTubers. And as we've been talking about, we want to increase our audience retention, right? Because when we increase our audience retention, let me go back a few. I want to show you this right here. Okay, think about this now. Someone is on YouTube, they click onto your video, and in this example, my video is 5 minutes and 28 seconds. Now, we know that YouTube is split testing and they're measuring watch time. So obviously, if people watch my video for a long time, it's going to accumulate watch time much faster. And furthermore, YouTube has told us in other documents that audience retention is rewarded. And this is the result. When people watch for a long time, you get a whole lot of watch time. So these are all the steps that we want to put together in order to track and do well with suggested videos. Does that make sense, guys? And here's what's up. I'm going to continue with this presentation. We're probably halfway done, maybe even more. And then we'll spend some time. We'll answer questions. I'm super excited to be here. I do not want to be antisocial, but I do want to share this information with you because this information is how to rank in search. This information is how to rank in suggested videos. So what we want to do is increase clicks and increase audience retention. How do we do that with our thumbnails? Think about this. Think about this. Clickbait 2.0. What if we could take all the good stuff associated with clickbait? What if we could get more people to click on our thumbnails and we didn't have any of the bad stuff associated with clickbait? You know, clickbait gets a bad rap, but at the end of the day, if somebody clicks on a video and you create an enticing title and you create an enticing thumbnail and they watch your video for a long time and they're satisfied, they enjoyed the time they spent, I don't see anything wrong with that. In fact, I feel it's my job as a YouTuber to use everything at my disposal to get more clicks. And that comes from Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat said, it's my job to do whatever it takes within reason, nothing illegal, nothing obscene, but it's my job to get people to watch. And then once they're on my video, it's my job again to keep them watching. How do we do that? With Clickbait 2.0. How do you do that? This is a great example. I remember when I published this video, my subscribers said, I saw that thumbnail and I trembled. Upload daily or else. And this is, let's do this. And this is what it looks like today. If you were to search for upload daily or else, my video comes up number 1. If you were to search for YouTube algorithm 2017, I show up in the top 12 or so results. This video has driven 8,000 views. Now notice the video title. It's based on the exact formula I shared with you. I targeted YouTube algorithm, and that phrase is at the beginning of my video title. And then I added an enticing phrase, daily upload or else. And it's like, it's jarring. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Click. And that video had pretty good retention, and it's done well. And in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with designing your videos like this. Keyword phrase, enticing title, thumbnails that are captivating, thumbnails that are emotionally charged. And when you do this, you're going to drive more clicks, you're going to accumulate more watch time, and ultimately, you're going to grow a YouTube audience, right? Now, this is pretty scientifically powerful. I'd like to thank TubeBuddy for incorporating the chance for me to split test my thumbnails, to identify through science and math. I mean, clearly, we're really geeking out today. This is like level 87 stuff, right? And this gives me an opportunity to identify what's working best, and I'm going to be doing a whole lot more of this in 2018, and I suggest you do the same. This is available to the Legend license. We're going to talk more about TubeBuddy in 2018. A lot of exciting things happening. So this is a great feature. Thanks to Phil, Andrew, the whole team at TubeBuddy. It makes my job easier. Are you guys, is this helpful? I hope you are digging this, and I can't wait to jump in and share in. Bombastic says, I'm stuck at 100. We'll keep trying. Focus on improving your videos. Focus on learning what I'm sharing now. Watch Nick Nimmin. Watch Owen Video. Watch Roberto Blake. Watch the live streamers. Tune in. Study the successful channels. And if you stick with it, you will grow. So how do we design a thumbnail that wins the click? So first of all, think about this. Make sure when you're designing your thumbnail that ultimately you're designing a small image, right? You're not designing this big thing, but oftentimes when we're actually making a thumbnail, we see the large version. Now, one of the things I do is I'll actually look at the search terms I want to rank for. So notice this search, the search term on the right, upload daily or else. I'll actually take a screen capture of where I want to rank, and then I'll take my thumbnail and I'll incorporate it. I'll do a mock-up to see how my thumbnail looks actually in YouTube search. I'll do a mock-up of suggested videos to see what it looks like. Here's another tip. Incorporate a picture of your face in your thumbnail. It's powerful and it will help other people get to know you. They're going to resonate with you. You can do this in pretty much any niche. And one of the things I find interesting is the most successful YouTubers, the majority of them use a picture. And I keep saying picture, not a screen capture, not a frame from a video. Take a picture with the camera you're recording with. If you just do screen capture, okay, great, but use a picture of a character. Use a picture that relates to a face. When we talk about thumbnails, less is more. Again, because a thumbnail is so small. Less is more, and it makes it easier for the viewer to comprehend. When you have a very simple thumbnail image, it's easier for the viewer to comprehend, and we always want to make things easy. Less text makes that happen. Notice my thumbnail here has really 3.5 words. Upload daily or else. That's it. But combined with my thumbnail and the video title, YouTube algorithm 2017, upload daily or else, those really speak together and paint a very clear picture, right? Contrasting colors. When you create a thumbnail, you want your text to pop. Notice where it says or else. The text is almost black. It's a very dark blue-black. And it's against yellow. A light background, yellow, against dark text. Notice the word upload. It's white. The white really contrasts against the red, and the same thing with the yellow. I use only these colors. That's my brand. And that's another thing you can do is you can create a congruent brand. You can use the same font, you can use the same colors, and people are going to get to know your style. Okay, so we talked about the audience retention. This is the other way in which you do it, right? Is you get there by creating a video that has really good audience retention. And check this video graph out here. Now, when you come into analytics and you click audience retention, you can then click relative audience retention, and it gives you a representation as to how your video is performing against other videos that are on YouTube of a similar length. So my video on Tips for New YouTubers 2018, that particular video is 6 minutes and 31 seconds. And at the 39-second point of my video, my audience retention is high. And we know that YouTube has told us that those are the videos that they reward. And by the way, this video is gaining a lot of momentum. It's gaining views. It's showing up in suggested. It's ranking in YouTube. And I believe a big part of that is the audience retention. So how do you do that? Well, the length of your video, okay? The length of your video should be as short as possible. If you're a gamer, you can still publish short videos. And if you're publishing a 20-minute video and people watch for a minute, then 19 minutes don't matter, right? I mean, it only matters how long someone watches for. Now, I'm not saying publish short videos. Not at all. Some of my videos are 8 minutes, but they're as short as possible. I cut out any fluff. I identify the keyword phrase, and the beginning of my video starts off with a strong hook. So remember our video on, well, like let's take this one for example. Now, it'd be fun to look at the actual video and see how I started it. But this is how I would start this video today. I'm trying to rank for tips for new YouTubers. And I'm also trying to rank for tips for new YouTubers 2018. So how would I start that video? Hey, it's me, Brian G, and I've got some powerful tips for YouTubers in 2018. That's what's coming up next. I mean, I just said that in 10 seconds. And basically, the hook should be just that. No longer than 15 seconds. And you want to tell people what your video is about. Now, you can do this if you're a vlogger. A lot of respect for Tim Schmoyer. And Tim Schmoyer has got a vlogging channel and talks about how they structure their vlogs the night before, how they do research on their vlogs the night before, how they identify a topic the night before. And when you do that, then it's pretty easy to create a strong hook. A lot of vloggers, they don't know and they go film stuff and then they assemble. It's easier to create a great film. It's easier to create a great video when you've got a simple idea of what it's going to turn into. Super powerful tip. Okay, so that's the hook. Second, you want to introduce people to your channel. This is like your channel bumper, your channel intro, super short. I've seen these channel intros or bumpers that are 20 seconds, too long. Mine is 5.6 seconds. And if you can get it under 5 seconds, great. Just straight to the point, your channel name, that's it. Then, when that's done, step 3 is you want to welcome people and tell them why your channel is subscribable. What makes your channel powerful and whatnot. And when you do that, you're going to have better retention. So let's do this. I'm going to do this because I feel like I kind of want to just chat with you guys about this. So give me a second. There we go. Getting close. There we go. All right. Excellent. So that is Step number 2, the channel trailer. Afterwards, you're going to come on, you're on the video, or it's even gameplay, and you want to tell people very quickly about your channel. Hey, it's Brian, and this channel is about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. If that's your game, don't forget to subscribe. So before I ask people to subscribe, I'm giving them a reason to do just that. I'm giving them the why. If you love PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, if you want tips and tactics, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to grow your business, if you want to not only upload but amplify your videos, then consider subscribing. And that's exactly what I do. So that's your subscribe call to action. You want to get done with that very fast, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds and onward. And then after that, next, let's come back here. We want to get into the content and the steps. So here's what's up. If you're a gamer, like the content and the steps, right? If you're a gamer, or maybe you've got an entertainment type channel, then you really want to get to that entertainment. You want viewers to feel like they're making progress. Right? When someone starts watching a video, they want to feel like they're getting what they clicked for. They just showed up to your video and they've got those wants that we spoke about earlier. So when you're able to deliver on wants, they're going to watch. So if you've got an entertainment thing, make it fun, engaging, entertaining. If you're doing gameplay, okay, great, but get straight to the gameplay and choose something that's super, super engaging. Now, step number 5, right? Step number 5. Step number 5 is you want to incorporate a question, a call to action. So in the steps, when you are going through your video, what you can do is when you're in the meat, whether, again, you've got an entrepreneurial channel, a gaming channel, as you're editing the video, and filming the video, I should say, incorporate a simple call to action like, hey, are you guys digging this? What do you think about this? So let me go into this in more detail. You want people to engage, right? You want people to comment. So if you want people to comment, you want to make it really easy for people to do just that. How? By asking a simple question that anybody could answer. So let's say you are a gamer and you're covering a new game update. Like there's a new game update for PlayerUnknown. There's a new game update for Destiny. And you've already talked about that for 2 minutes. Now you jump in and you say, hey, by the way, what do you think about this game update? I mean, the whole vaulting thing, are you digging it? Let me know. Leave a comment below. And that's it. Short, concise, to the point, and then you're done. And then the best thing you can do is make that next clip, again, super engaging because people want to feel like they're getting that value. That's the value you hear about. If it's a vlog or a gameplay, it's entertainment. It should be fun, exciting, something to keep people hanging on. You wrap up, and then at the next step, and this is actually, I'm super excited to share this with you guys. Let's take a look at, I'm going to show you, let me do this. Now, next, what you want to do is this. You don't want to just end your video, and you don't want to go to your end screen. You don't want to say, now, if you're not a subscriber, what you want to do is you want to link one of your previous videos. You want to take the time when you're filming your video, whether it's gameplay or whether you are standing in front of the camera, you want to think, what is a video that I've published in the past that is highly related to this video? And then you want to tell viewers about that. Here's what I do. Let's say I'm making a video about audience retention and how it impacts suggested videos, just like this live stream. I would say, now step number 7 is to make sure you optimize your YouTube thumbnails. I've got a powerful video in the YouTube card. Check that out now. and it'll help you do just that. So what I'm doing is I'm telling viewers, now watch this next video. It will help you out. I call that the ritual view handoff, and check this screenshot out. This is so powerful. Now, you don't publish any more videos, none of that. It's not hard. You don't have to publish videos. All you do is you simply mention the next video a viewer should watch, and then you point, or you have an arrow. If you're not on camera, you use an arrow, a graphic. You point to the YouTube card, and then you tell them, I've got this great video on vaulting for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or I've got this great video for DIY, or how to cook a chocolate cake. And I drive 15% more views every time I publish a video, because viewers go watch that video. And what's also really powerful about that is this is something that YouTube says that they take into account as well. They're measuring in suggested videos, not just if someone is clicking. That's super important, very important. But they're watching that user. Now they clicked on one of your videos, and you want them to watch a second one of your videos. Think of that measurement in YouTube's algorithm. Someone clicked on your thumbnail in suggested videos. They watch a lot of your video. They get almost to the end, and then you say, go watch this video, and they click and they go watch that. And that is exactly how you can drive more views, increase your engagement. And YouTube has publicly said that that is one of the things that they consider in suggested video results. And that is pretty much the last step. There's one more step, and it's this. At the end, the very, very end of your video, then you want to pitch your channel. And again, you want to think about the value that your channel offers. What is it about your channel brings to the table, right? So if you're DIY or budget, I see people are talking about money and Roblox. Did I say that right? I think I did, etc. You really want to look into that, and you want to pitch that to subscribers. Hey, if you're really into PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, make sure to subscribe. I publish new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I live stream on Fridays. This is exactly the format that I use with every video that I publish, and it has really helped me to create captivating videos with high audience retention that lead to great results. So I think that is it. I want to thank you guys so much for just hanging out and taking in this presentation. It has been the cornerstone of really what I do, focusing on audience retention, focusing on the keywords, making great thumbnails. This is absolutely best practices, and it can help you to move forward. So we've got about 15 or 20 more minutes. I'm going to grab a bit of water. I see some questions. I see a lot of chatter happening. If you're just dropping into the stream, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to TubeBuddy, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. This is a pretty neat channel. Not only is it a powerful plugin, but you can use TubeBuddy. You can watch the TubeBuddy channel. A lot of experts sharing great information. Nick Nimmin, Roberto Blake, Owen Hemsath, and myself, we live stream weekly. It's a pleasure to see you guys here. A lot of cool people in the chat. I see Skate Alert and Josh's Vlogs and Falcons Gaming. Dude, how are you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you, Falcons Gaming. Katie's Adventure. Katie, welcome to the TubeBuddy stream. Guys, let's just kind of hang out. Like, the poodles are chill. You guys want to see some poodles? I mean, you know, the dogs are chill. They're not too bad. There's all the magic happens there on the whiteboard. And there's one poodle. You can't see the other. Otis is in the shadow, but that's Olive. Alrighty. So guys, Andrew, if you want to push questions to Skype, Andrew, that would be cool. Or if you just want to repost the questions in the chat, I'll answer some questions too. I'm just gonna pull them up on my iPad. And Nature in Christ said, I absolutely love this live stream session. I've learned so much. Well, I'm glad I spent a little time, and I really wanted to share what matters when it comes to suggested videos. You know, like that stuff about put your channel tag, like, yeah, that kind of works. But what we covered today, split testing of thumbnails, driving clicks, and so on, this is what really matters. Poodles. Okay, Andrew, thank you so much. So Andrew's going to help me out here a bit. And here is one of the questions. What's your YouTube question? Can you outline some differences between perfect, absolute audience retention and relative audience retention? So absolute, let's actually just do this, right? I mean, we've got it here. So we've got a question coming up now. Can you outline the difference between relative audience retention and absolute? And I want to share my screen again. And I want to show you this graph to address that very important question. Thank you for that. Let's just blow this up. So gang, notice this when you come into your analytics, and I gotta know, like, do you study your YouTube analytics? Please let me know. Just give me a yes to analytics or no to analytics in the chat. I would love to know if you're paying attention to your audience, not your audience retention, your YouTube analytics. So let me know. What's the difference when we talk about these two tabs? Do you guys see these tabs? We've got absolute audience retention and we have relative audience retention. Now, if you click on absolute, you get a very detailed, exact measurement of how many viewers are dropping off your video. So this is just the absolute. It's the black and white. This is your data set. These are your numbers. Now, relative audience retention, I feel, is a little bit easier to gauge just how effective your retention is because it's measuring your video against the retention of other videos on YouTube of a similar length. Now, when we look at this particular screen capture, you'll notice it says the video duration is 6 minutes and 31 seconds. And YouTube is measuring my 6.5 minute video against other 6.5 minute videos. And at the 39 second point, my video does an incredible job at holding people's attention. And what's really cool is you'll notice the above average line. We've got average, above average, and high. Now, I hit high at 39 seconds, and I'm proud of that. That's my goal. So you bet I'm proud. Now, what's even better, though, is that the retention doesn't drop below above average all the way past 4 minutes. So the majority of my viewers continued to watch well into 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes of my video, and that's the difference. Bottom line is relative audience retention is a measurement where it's comparing your video against other videos on YouTube. Does that make sense? Do you guys feeling that? Let's see what you guys say about that. Hey, Andrew, thank you so much for that question. If you want to drop a few more, dude, I will continue to answer. Super user, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the TubeBuddy stream. What's going on with sponsorships? Why just gamers? Super user's got a really cool question. Have you guys heard about, let's move this about like that. Have you guys heard of YouTube sponsorship? This is a new feature that rolled out on YouTube approximately maybe about 2 months ago. and it's currently available for gamers, and it allows any viewer to ultimately sponsor a channel and pledge $4.95 each month. So you sponsor a channel and you basically sign up to pay the channel creator, the YouTuber, $5 a month. That's a big deal. It's built in. Now, YouTube gets 30% of the cut. Creator gets 70. YouTuber gets, a creator gets 70. The YouTube gets 30. Now, it's only for gamers, but here's the good news, super user. They have mentioned that they're also testing this out on other channels and so on. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that they roll out across all of YouTube, across all channels. So we'll just have to wait and see, but pretty exciting. So a really great question comes in. Why should we study YouTube analytics? It's more discouraging to me more than help, and I get that. And YouTube can be really, really discouraging. And I want to mention this. If you feel like really discouraged about the journey on YouTube, if you see other YouTubers succeeding and it bums you out that you can't have a piece of that too, I want to share a few things. First off, it's very hard not to compare ourselves to other people. It's also really, really easy to say, I make great videos. Like sometimes I'll say, well, is your video quality good? And someone will say, yeah, it's great. Well, hold on. Because I don't think it's for us to decide if our video quality is great. I don't think it's for us to decide if our videos are engaging. At the end of the day, that's not what matters. What matters is what other people think, and it takes a lot of time to really become a great YouTuber. And if you're struggling with that, I am willing to say this. Those people that you watch often, those people that you aspire to be, I bet you they've been doing it for at least 3 years, maybe 4. Some of the most prolific YouTubers have made video and filmed their life. Casey Neistat was on HBO when he was a teenager. Casey Neistat has had a pocket camera with him for the last 20 years. You can't expect to create the kind of engaging videos if you just bought a camera last week. It's not fair. So if you're comparing yourself to others, I'd really try not to, because it's our journey. It's our personal expression here on YouTube. And the moment you can step back and just, be excited about your own journey, the better. I've struggled with this too. And I took about a week off about 2 months ago. I didn't upload at all. I stepped back and it did me a world of good. Hang in there. And to answer your question, then at that point, once you're able to focus on your journey, pay attention to your analytics, because that's the truth. And I'm kind of just rambling on this question, but this is so important. We have to be objective about our work. It's very hard to be objective, but how can you improve if you're not real and honest with your videos and where you're at? I've worked my butt off to be able to improve, and I see it, and it makes me so happy. And I'm happy because of the improvement as much as I am my subscriber count. So I hope you found that helpful. I think Andrew is typing another question. Let's see here. I see a lot of people asking questions. TerraVision Gaming in the house. What is going on? Bambastic bro. Yo, dude, badass mindset. What is cracking? Good to see you. Starwind TV, welcome to the TubeBuddy stream. My name is Brian G. Hey, what's happening? Okay, another question here. Thank you, Andrew, again for your help. I appreciate it. Why is it important to focus on suggested videos? Shouldn't I focus on good tags? What's the difference? Here's the truth. You know what? You've asked a great question. And this presentation that I just went through, if you apply these strategies to the videos you publish, you're going to do well in search as well as suggested. And one of the things we talked about was YouTube talks about watch time and accumulating watch time. And the easiest way to accumulate minutes watched is to rank in YouTube. Ranking in YouTube search is easier than suggested videos. I like to think of YouTube suggested videos as the doorway, the pathway to, I like to think of YouTube search as the pathway to suggested videos. Search is easier. Suggested is where I want to get. But by leveraging this exact presentation, you'll still do very well in search because everything is based off search terms. It's based off understanding your audience and so on. And that's why you should focus on tags are important. But what I shared in this presentation, the thumbnails are 1,000 times more important than tags. Let's be clear about this. Titles, video title, video tag, audience retention. Focus on those things. Focus on your video titles, focus on the keyword, focus on the thumbnails, audience retention. If you do that, and you make that your focus, and your goal is to improve your stats, whatever they may be, you will see results. You will. And in time, you'll get great results, and you'll start to rank in YouTube, and then you'll start accumulating the watch time. You'll get into suggested videos, and it's very exciting. Hey, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the TubeBuddy channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and let's see. Holy smokes! I didn't have to even look. You see that? You know what that was right there? That was practice. That was taking the time to set up a backdrop, to think about the lighting, to do all the stuff I was just talking about. Practice makes more better. I think we got a few more questions here. 10-minute call. I don't know what 10-minute call means. Oh, 10-minute call. Yes, we've got 10 minutes. What thumbnail software do you recommend for optimizing YouTube thumbnails? Well, check this out. First of all, this is called Video Inception. What you're watching is a live stream of a live stream inside of a live stream. I actually do my thumbnails on my iPad. I use software called Pixelmator. I think it's Mater. And sometimes it's for sale. You can get it for $1.99, $2.99. The best software is what you're comfortable with. It really doesn't matter. If you want to try PicMonkey. I think that's paid. They might have a 30-day trial. Try that. You can use software online called Canva. And like I said, you can make really great thumbnails with apps, whether you're on Android or whether you're on an iPhone. Furthermore, I'll mention if you want to get some apps, if you want to know the exact apps I use, just search YouTube for Brian Thumbnail, and you'll see my videos. And I've published many videos really going into depth on the thumbnail apps I use. So very cool. Thank you for that question. Man, I had a great time. Thank you, Andrew, at Ground Control. This was a lot of fun. I'm really digging, it took me a while to get this stuff dialed in. And I want to throw props out to Phil and the folks at TubeBuddy again, because they're such an amazing company to work with. And it's really my pleasure to be a part of the TubeBuddy live streaming team with my buddy Nick and Owen and Roberto. So thank you for that. I think there's another individual that might join the streaming team. Pretty excited about that. I'm not in any position to announce who, but stay tuned to the TubeBuddy channel. You never know. Let's see what else we got. What can I do to make the most of the community tab? Now we're talking. Guys, do you know about the community tab? Here's what's up. There's a brand new feature that's being rolled out right now. The community tab has been in beta for really like 6 months. Now, I got access. I don't know why. Like a lot of people have asked me, how do I get access? I don't know. It's just luck of the draw. I got lucky. But the question is, how can I make the most of the community tab? Let's address this. Number one, tread lightly. Do not inundate your subscribers with status updates to the community tab. If you don't know, the community tab is like Facebook. You can post a status update, it gets sent to your subscribers. You can upload a photo, it gets sent to your subscribers. Now, if you want to see what it looks like in action, I think there'll be a link to my channel below in the description. Click on that and then go to community and you'll see my feed. I'm posting pictures. I'm going to be polling my audience. And that's another thing you can do. So you can add an image, you can add a status update, and you can also poll your audience. Now, I mentioned not inundating. Don't post all the time. This is super important, and here's why. People subscribe to your channel, and they have an idea what they're signing up for. They're going to see from you new videos when you publish them. The community tab is new, and some users are going to see your status updates. If you post 7 times a day, that might annoy people, and you don't want to do that. So I recommend starting off with maybe 1 post a day, 5 posts a week, etc. Now, let's talk about polling. Like I said, one of the things you can do is poll. You could ask your subscribers which thumbnail they like better for your upcoming video. So if you're publishing a video in a couple days, make 2 thumbnails and then create a simple graphic and create a poll. Ask them, hey, which one do you like better? Or just post that picture. Do you like video thumbnail A or B? Post that as a picture. Ask the question, what do you like better? And get feedback from your subscribers. Here's another strategy is post after a few days after you published a video. So you published a video, it went out, you gained the 20 views, the 50 views, 1,000 views. It's been a few days. Come back, create a simple post about the topic of the video, and then link to the video. Hey, by the way, if you didn't see my video from a few days ago, you may want to check out the video. It goes into further depth, and you can link to that. So there you have it. That is the community tab. Man, I've had a ball. I want to thank so many of you. We've got 109 people watching. That's fantastic. This has been a tremendous live stream. Thank you so much. If you want to grow on YouTube, if you want to not just upload your videos, then stake your claim. And by that, I mean, decide it shall be. Make it your mission in 2018 to succeed. Make it your mission to learn, to watch the videos, to not just watch them, but study. And most of all, keep publishing. Try to put on blinders for a while. It takes time for videos to rank, and you'll do great. Cool. Very cool. Another question. Last question, and that's a wrap. If you guys had fun, do me a favor. I'm wondering, let me see how many likes we have. I'm going to refresh. If you enjoyed this live stream, right now we have 88 likes. If you've liked the live stream, thank you so much. It means the world to me. If you haven't liked this live stream, then click click like right now. Let me know. And if you didn't like this live stream, well, give it a dislike so I can tailor my content more around you next time. Last question is, hey, Brian, where can I get your book? You may not have known, but I wrote a book called Tube Ritual. It really shares the journey and how I gained 10,000 subscribers in a year. You can buy this book on Amazon. It's available in Kindle format or as a physical book. Furthermore, I've got a Patreon page. We do all kinds of cool stuff on my Patreon. and you can find my Patreon. If you go to Patreon and you search for Brian G. Johnson, you can get access to this. You can get access to this as well on my Patreon and a bunch of other stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been an absolute blast. And let's see how many likes we have now. Man, this was a great live stream. This one went off pretty good, I think. I hope. I guess I won't know quality until I look at the replay. We have a total of 119. Holy smokes. High five. Hey guys, thank you so much. Phil, Andrew, it's always a pleasure. And I'll see you next time. You dig? Go publish a video.